Good afternoon, all. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a pretty eventful morning. Like I always say, yesterday is history, today is a mystery. Yeah, pretty interesting. How things tend to work out. How the universe sometimes just literally places opportunities on your lap. And it's your job to either say yes or no. And, when I was in denial, I couldn't get on certain shows, or I couldn't get on, and discuss things that have happened to me and my experiences, and how, I now know what my soul purpose is, which brings us to, let's talk about what our soul purpose is in the universe. What is our soul purpose in the universe? Each and every one of us have a soul purpose in this universe, and we have to fulfill that soul purpose, is how I feel, no matter what it takes. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the number one thing that takes a lot of us out. But we got to learn we can't live in fear. We can't live in fear. I can't hide behind my truth because I don't, want people to call me crazy, because regardless, that's going to happen anyways. That's going to happen. People are going to call me crazy. People are going to say you're nuts. You're a schizophrenic. You're this, you're that. But in all reality, I know what my sole purpose is, and that's to break the cycle of division. Breaking the cycle of division. There's way too much divide going on in this community right now. There's a lot of divide, and there's not as much unity as there should be. That's not to say that there is not unity, because there's definitely unity. It's going on, but at the same time, you have a lot of divide going on. So just something to think about. And, to think about is figuring out what your soul purpose is if you don't already know what your soul purpose is. And once you figure out what your soul purpose is, everything is going to fall into chronological order, and you're going to start to see things for what they're worth. And you're going to start to realize, okay, rather than arguing and fighting with someone, no, let's try to unite. Let's try to give each other chances. Let's try to be there for one another. That's why my numbers keep dropping, because the fact of the matter is people out there in the universe, there are people that do not want the truth to be exposed. They don't want things to be disclosed. They don't want people to move forward. They want people to stay asleep while they do their agenda. The dark is what I'm talking about. So that's, we got to find our soul purpose. We got to follow, like the path, whatever it is that our soul purpose is, we got to do, and we got to fulfill that purpose. We got to get out there, and we got to do what it takes. We can't just sit back and allow, the dark to take control of everything. We can't allow that. We got to show each other love, prosperity. Stay strong, form bonds with one another. Maybe we might not want to form bonds with one another, but the reality of it is it's breaking the cycle of division, the divide, right? It's time to conquer the darkness with the light, you understand? And when we conquer the darkness wake up to our truths, and we wake up to the pain and suffering that we went through in this life, in other dimensions, in other, timelines, in bubbles, like time bubbles, where they can freeze, certain times, like and time travel, and how the mind is so strong, and what the mind can do. Because what I talk about, nobody, that of importance that is on the dark side, right? Like the dark fleet of things, right? So we have that, and then we have the light workers, right? But real light workers, people that are really out there putting in the effort, putting in the time, getting out there and telling their truth. And that's what this platform is about. I want people to be able to get on here and tell your soul purpose. What is your soul purpose? Because I know mine. And it's put an end to the division. Divide, right? That's what they want. They want us to divide so they can conquer us. But we all know that if we stand up and we don't fight with one another, and we try to at least get along with one another, just for the simple fact that we want the love, and we want the higher vibrational individuals to raise even higher, to higher levels, higher levels of consciousness, finding out who you really are, finding the real you as well, who the real you is. Because the problem with that is a lot of people are still asleep. So sit on that for a minute and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that want this knowledge and they want the understanding of it. And, so what they do is they'll comb through whatever certain individuals do, and they'll take those things and they'll run with those things and they'll make it their own narrative. That is wrong. That is wrong. But then they'll turn around and say, oh, he's playing a victim role. Oh, he's playing a victim role. No. I don't play a victim role. I survived. I'm here. I'm alive. But I'm also here to let you all know that unity is key to success. Divide is going to do nothing for us. Divide is going to do nothing for us. You've seen what it's done. Pardon me, guys. I'm just, trying to get my morning going. This is like morning for me, taking the, stress off and jumping on here and, continuing to put out the truth and, titling my videos now and making an effort towards wanting to see people move in the right direction, wanting to see people grow, wanting to see people love one another more, wanting to see the hate dissipate, just like a mist, just go. There's too much hatred. There's way too much hatred. I'll be right back. There we go. All right. Let's see what message we got here, because I got a message. So. Hello, Jen. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, they do actually. And see you later, bud. There goes another one. Great. Yes. Oh, keep killing them accounts. Yeah, that's because so how are you, Jen? I hope you're well. Huh. And yes, it is about unity. It's totally about unity. Anything else is garbage. It ain't about unity. It ain't about. To me, it's not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but in essence, it's pretty cool how you learn more about yourself during the process of waking up to the memories and waking up to the basic recalls of other individuals that you remembered seeing while you were in these programs. It's just how the universe works. What can I say? The universe works in many different ways. But that's okay. It's about ending that cycle. About, putting an end to the division. It's about putting an end to division. That's what it's about. Putting an end to division. But how do we do that? How do we do that? Sometimes we got to expose some of the dark. And that can be hard sometimes. Because with every move, there can be an attack. You understand? Spiritually speaking. I always say we're in for a spiritual, war. That's what we're in for. We're in for a spiritual war. I'm sorry, I don't know who you're speaking on. If you could be a little bit more specific, what are you into? The SSP and MK Ultra. What is it that you're into? But thank you for tuning in. I'm not sure who you are, but welcome aboard. Anyways, the reality of it is we got to stick together. We got to stick together. We got to stay strong. Sometimes we got to bite our tongue before we say something that can potentially hurt us, hurt us or hurt someone else, or, cause more division. That's not what we want. We don't want to cause division. We want to create more unity. Get it? We can create things when we're at higher vibrations. We can create things. Things can manifest. This stuff is real as the day goes long. It's all real. No matter if you want to believe it or not, if you want to look at it like it's just, oh, this could be a made up story. Okay, fine with that. I don't expect everybody to start believing me right away, I and Ty are, I encourage people to go and just do their research and, don't take my word for everything, but just do your research and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about on many different levels. On many different levels, whether, you've had a lot of assassin programming, which I seem to feel like I've had that, programmed into me very well, because that's a lot of the missions that I can remember was, those assassin missions and going out and, taking out higher ups. And, I'm not sure what planets just yet, but I know they were on different planets. I do know Mars has a city. I do know that the air on Mars, it's more clean than the air here. And you could breathe on Mars, and there's definitely interesting things that come along with it that will take years and years and years and years, probably the rest of my life, to remember it all. But as I remember it, I document it. So, or I talk about what's our soul purpose, or what's your soul purpose. Because right now, disclosure is happening. Major disclosure is happening right in front of your eyes. It's happening. The symbols on the buildings, the different laws that are, starting to take effect. We are not free. There's somewhat of no freedom. Now, you can free yourself from that, but it all comes with a price. So we stand tall, right? We're there for one another. And we learn to raise our vibrations, and we learn to raise our frequencies higher level. And we learn to overcome the pain, the torture. We learn to overcome that. We learn to become more happy with ourselves. We learn that, okay, you know, certain things in life are not going to work out, and we just have to accept them. And certain things that have happened to us, it took me a very long time to accept that I was even involved in any of these programs. And I had no memory up until, you know, a couple months ago when I, you know, was clear-minded again. And, you know, because there for a while, I dealt with what is called omega programming, which to me is like destructive, self-destructive, also towards others, being destructive towards others, you know, playing the victim game, you know, instead of saying, okay, I'm going to do something different. No, I'm going to live in the memory. I'm not going to I'm not going to move forward anymore. I'm going to throw opportunities out. And I'm not going to speak on my own truth. But no, I've learned to have to speak on my truth. That's what I have learned. And that's what I continue to learn. I've learned sometimes I got to go by my gut. This will probably be a short, maybe 45-minute video, but once again, it's about unity and crushing division. Because we need to stop the divide. We need to work on that. But it's teamwork it takes. One person can't do it. Because each and every one of us have purpose. And that soul purpose. But it's our job to find that soul purpose. It's our job. Lending an open hand to people, you know, trying to be more courteous of others, trying to be a little bit more open to other stories rather than just saying, I don't know, no, it's not how it works. How it works is continuing to tell the truth. If you don't tell the truth, then you're a lie teller, which a lot of people oh God, this guy's an idiot. Another one. I mean, never fails, you know. That's why he's gone. That's why they're gone. And that's my choice. So. I still don't believe this dude. Don't trust him. So. Keep him out of my chat. And that's that. That's how you do it. More people you remove, the better off you'll be. Even if it starts out 3 people. Hey, if there's 3 real individuals or 4 real individuals or however many, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about how many people are viewing, because it's about putting the truth out there. And there, like I said, are a lot of people that don't want the truth to be put out there. And, you know, of course you get idiots that like to say things that just are, I mean, dumb. I mean, look at the names. I mean, dumb shithead. I mean, come on. Like, why do you have to come up with something like that? That's all right, though. That's perfectly all right with me. I have nothing to worry about anymore. I've said my apologies. I've made my peace where I need to make my peace. And I'm just going to let the universe direct me where I need to go. You know, show me what I need to know. So that way I'm able to tell you all certain things. I don't know if I'm going to tell everything, but certain things I will talk about at this point. But it's okay. There's going to be people that I'm just going to eventually, they're going to pop in and say stuff, and, you know, it's fine, because the more connected I get with other people, the more it feels better. It does, because I'm not secluding myself anymore. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to do. You know, I'm learning, you know, don't pass up opportunities that, you know, can help you expand you and expand your message. Even if you get a few words out or whatever it is, or, you know, maybe a paragraph worth of stuff, just, it helps. It definitely helps. It helps to talk about the stuff. I can't tell you how much it's helped me overcome a lot of things. And don't let people, you know, push you off of your platform. Don't let people do that. Because there are people that will try to do that as much as they can, which it don't bother me, like I said, anymore. It used to. It doesn't anymore. But anyways, I think I'm going to get off here and do a little bit of meditation and get my day started and, you know, keep living life and breaking that cycle of division. One step at a time, breaking that cycle of division. With that, much love, and I hope you all have a blessed, wonderful rest of your day. Stay strong, stand tall, don't allow anyone to get in your way. Tell your truth. Have a good one, and find your soul purpose and fulfill that soul purpose and do whatever it takes. You all have a good day. Much love.